I'm glad you're taking some time out to talk with us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We're excited to see you guys back on the Mayhem Fest. I think it was, gosh, a couple years ago is when Rock and Ryan and I caught you here in Northern California. Always a great show. Looking forward to it again. Very excited.
Sweet, yeah, we can't wait.
Now, actually, it's interesting because, like, you guys just, maybe a couple months ago, made your live debut at Soundwave.
Yes.
How was that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was definitely reminiscent of why we do what we do, with everything that's happened and what's going on, to be able to fly to Australia, be nervous, get on stage, immediately just be like, oh yeah, here it is. This is what we do. Like, this is awesome. And just be right back and, like, see the crowd and see look next to me and see the band, and everybody's just in it, and it was amazing.
Oh, it must have been intense. That's awesome. We heard it was amazing too.
Oh, it's great.
Now, I believe that the new album, Now You Can't Stop Me, is set for a July 15th release. And they mentioned that I believe that the lyrics of from Mitch possibly is related to the title, or?
Yeah, well, what happened was we had a good 4 or 5 months after the Memorial show where we just didn't do anything related to Suicide Silence or the band, and if we would meet up, we would just meet up and hang out. But in one of those hangout sessions, we heard that there was an iPad that was Mitch's iPad, which was where he was writing all of his lyrics in, and I didn't know what that meant, if that meant he had like a bunch or there's just one word or what it was, but it ended up being just one song with a song title, You Can't Stop Me. And when we saw that and we heard about it, it was just like, there it is. That's like we immediately wrote it on our whiteboard in our practice spot and used it as inspiration and the jumping start off point to write the record, and just move forward, with Mitch in mind and with us in mind, and with power.
Exactly, and that's what you guys have done so beautifully. I mean, we applaud the fact that you guys have moved forward, and not only that, but Mitch is there with you the whole way. I mean, it's been really great, and even Eddie Hermida, he was a friend with all you guys, which is wonderful having him now taking the reins and forging ahead. You guys have done a beautiful job at that.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels right. It feels really good.
Definitely, and I think just only 2 weeks ago, you guys unleashed the heavy new track, Cease to Exist. Everybody's been talking about it. Love it. I mean, that was great. You guys really came out there, delivered some heavy punch that everybody's now talking about. Now, that's a great new track.
Thanks. Yeah, we like that song. That song is the thrash song on the record, and I love the reaction. Everybody's like, it sounds so thrashy. It's so this. And it's just like, wait till you hear the whole record. This is just a taste of what it is.
Really, that's what they're saying. We had mentioned, we ran into some people the other day when we were down in LA, and they said, no, I got to hear it. It is really great. It's heavy. It's got a lot of definite thrash to it. So is that pretty much it's going to be a little bit heavier?
Oh, I mean, the whole record, it's hard for me to describe. I think all our records have a dynamic, like we try not to write all the same kind of sounding songs.
Yes.
So this one definitely has a lot of ups and a lot of downs. I'd say that Cease to Exist is a really high up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that vibe, that thrashy, but it's still, super crushing and heavy. There's so many different kinds of songs on the record. I'm super happy with it. I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait for it. And now you guys have got some really cool merch bundle packages on there for people. A little bit for, something for everybody on there. That I think that gets everybody excited as well.
Absolutely. And everybody likes to have a new T-shirt, and make them feel special if they order it early.
Yep.
If anybody's going to support us, we try and show that we can hook up everybody that really truly supports us.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. Now, how about when making the album? It must have been quite an emotional process. I mean, how was that for all of you guys?
Oh, it was quite a process. I mean, there was the beginning of it, which was like perfect, and it was like, this is working. This is so good. Like, we had 3 songs that we recorded vocals on by the end of the first week or two of our writing process with Eddie. his voice over what we're writing, have him like what we're writing, you know, just get that band vibe going, because before, you know, he joined the band, he was just a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even us is kind of taking a shot in the dark, like, how is it going to be writing with him, you know? So
yes.
Right off the bat, it was killer, and we came up with some really cool stuff, and, you know, it was, again, just like when we found out Mitch had the lyrics for You Can't Stop Me, that was the album title. As soon as we wrote these first few songs with Eddie, it was like, damn, this is what we're going to sound like, this is what it's going to be like. There it is, there's the launch pad.
Oh.
Go. And yeah, I mean, it was great. It was as fluid as we could have possibly asked for, and very enjoyable. It was hard, you know, emotionally. There was points where it was like, this is crazy, this is a whole new thing, but really, it was everything we needed it to be, and I had a great time doing it, and I was sad to see it end when it was over.
Which just has us looking forward to more then, right?
Absolutely,
yep.
Absolutely. We're always thinking about the future, always thinking about what we're going to do next, and it's crazy to think we were done in the studio and already thinking about how, well, I'm ready to write the next one, you know?
Yeah, and it must have been also, you know, definitely a therapeutic healing process, also doing it all together as well.
Yeah, that was the way we always did it, and it was always just, you know, we would try and get everybody there, mm-hmm. right, as much as possible, because we wanted everybody to be happy with the music that was being written, you know, even with Mitch, and with this one, we made sure 100%, like, you know, we let Eddie know, like, we want you here every day, you know, every day we're working, we want you to be here, so, like, you're happy with what we're doing, too, and we're happy with this whole process, and happy with what comes out of it, because, yeah, I mean, that's just where we're at as a band. We're just trying to be, trying to work as much together as we possibly can, and not really just not leave it to one person or two people or anything like that. Like, we want to be the band that is working together in the scene, and not have, you know, one guy that's writing all the music and then teaching everybody.
Exactly, and you guys, you can feel the cohesion, definitely, even with Cease to Exist, you definitely have that cohesive vibe, which is going to be great to hear on the whole album. You know, and now you're going to be getting back on the road, getting ready to tour, you know, with the Mayhem. What do you most look forward to going back out on the road?
Wow, that's, well, one, just playing in general. Getting on stage every day is always what we want to do. You know, that's always the best part of touring. But, I mean, this next run, we were just talking about it because we were rehearsing earlier today. We leave for Europe before we go out on Mayhem, and then that goes straight into Mayhem. So once we get to Mayhem, we're going to be well-oiled, and we've been on tour for a month already, and we're just going to hit it friggin' hard. And really, I can't wait to, you know, no offense to Europe or any of the shows we're playing, they're going to be huge and they're going to be great, but I can't wait just to be on Mayhem and be around all the people that put that show together and see everybody that always comes out. It's kind of like a, you know, reintroduction to this metal community, and it's just all going to be great. Not to mention we have an album coming out, so it's like there's a lot to be excited about. It
is. You're right, because it's actually, the album is coming out, I think, about a week or two after it starts. Will the album be available still at the first shows, or will we all have to wait?
We'll be sneaking that shit in front of the merch table. We'll tell you once.
We'll be excited. No, it's exciting also because finally the fans get to see you back out there. I mean, you guys have a very strong, dedicated, loyal fan base. And they're all looking forward to that. Maybe what is like the oddest gift you've ever received from a fan?
The what?
The oddest gift or something unique that a fan has given you?
I always bring this up, but it's the oddest, but it's the coolest. There's a girl in Mexico that drew all of us like caricatures, like little cartoon characters, like cute cartoon characters, not like some elaborate, you know, Roger Rabbit or something, you know, like they're just little dudes, like little stubby. They have all our qualities, like my camo shorts, my beard, and
oh, I love it.
And they were laminated, and then they had a little note on the back of them, and it was just like, at first I was like, what? Like this is weird, but then you look at it, it's like, no, it's something that she drew, and she, you know, took time and thought about all of us individually and gave it to us. So.
And that's true, especially because it's like the fans definitely can't wait to see you guys back out there. and being out on tour, you got to listen to all different types of music. Now, what if we were to peek into your iPod? What artist or song might be most surprising that we find in there?
Most surprising, probably anything that has to do with like yoga music, weird stuff that I listen to when I'm like meditating and like doing things that are not metal.
That's cool. That is really cool. No, and how about lastly, can we get you? What's your guitar rundown that you have?
I use an LTD MKH7. It's my signature guitar. And I also have a custom ESP, which is the same version of my LTD, but it's a custom. It's one of a kind. It's pretty sweet. And then I use a Mesa triple rectifier.
Nice.
And yeah, that's it, really. I mean, I use a tube screamer and a noise suppressor and a wireless, and that's pretty much what I'm running.
That's very cool. Now, lastly, is there anything you'd like to share with our audience before we go?
Well, if you are a Suicide Silence supporter, I thank you, and I can't wait to come to your city and rock out. I'm sure you're listening from Northern California, but I mean, we just can't wait to be out there and play, and we'll see you soon.
Definitely, we look forward to it, and have safe travels in Europe as well. And we'll see you in another couple months here.
Awesome, can't wait.
Thanks so much for your time, Mark.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, bye.